بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الخلق أجمعين محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وأصحابه والتابعين. So today we continue our program in this course Appreciating Poetry to deal with a new lesson. I need you to open your books, okay, share with this topic Lord Alfred Tennyson. We shall study a poem of him to analyze it, to understand it, and I need your cooperation. So, the poem is, what is the poem? Charge of the Light Brigade. One of the beautiful, interesting poems for Lord Alfred Tennyson. Let's get what we have, what ideas there, and to know the ideas of the mind of the person, how to change defeat into factory, failure into success. Okay? If you understand, I hope to be with me. Okay, so let's now to start reading the summary before analyzing the poem. Open your books. I think, close the door, please. Close the door. Who will start with us? Who will share? Mazen, start reading the first paragraph, and let's get ideas. What ideas we get from this paragraph, from these lines? No, the summary of the poem. The summary of the poem. After the poem. Did you find it? Mm-hmm.
Summary. The poem tells the story of the brigade consisting of 600 soldiers who rode on horseback into the valley of death. Four have a league, about 1.5
miles. Stop here a little. So, brigade, you know the title, okay? The title. And the word brigade is there. The poem tells the story of a brigade. What is brigade? Brigade is a group, a team, okay, of soldiers, okay, what we call it, segment of soldiers, consisting of how many soldiers? 600, okay. And how we know about them? What description we get about them? They rode from ride, they rode on horseback. Where to? To the valley. To the place of battle. But it is, okay, there is an image, there is a picture here to tell this valley, that this valley is valley of death. Why? Is it, its name is a valley of death? No, but because of the huge number of dead people, it is called the valley of death. Okay. For half a league, you know, the league is a measurement of distance. It is half a league. What is a league? What is league, as you know? Huh? League. Yes. فرسخ. League. فرسخ. أو عقدة. Either on sea or on land. And it is longer than what? 1 kilometer, a mile, similar to the mile, about 1.5 miles. Okay? So, Mazen?
They were obeying a command to charge the enemy forces that had been seizing their guns.
Well, in this battle, they should obeying a command. And this is very important that, okay, in the army forces, all soldiers should obey their commanders. Okay? Do, and nothing more than that. You understand? You should not negotiate or discuss or disobey or refuse. Yeah, you have to yes and do. This is what we call the result of army forces in battles, especially in battles. Okay, even if there is or there are mistakes, if there is a mistake or mistakes by this command. Okay, well, next paragraph. Ahmed Tawfiq. Not a single
soldier was
discouraged
or distressed by the command to charge forward, even though all the soldiers realized that their commander had made a terrible mistake.
So, wait, even if there is a mistake committed by the commander, the soldiers should what? Should obey, should not negotiate, should do and try to get success from their doing. Okay, whatever the results shall be or will be. Continue.
Someone had blundered. The rule of the soldier is to obey and not to make reply, not a reason, and not to reason why. So they followed orders and rode into the valley of death.
Okay, well, so we have the beginning of the poem to tell us not to make reply, not to reply, not to say why, okay, not to reason, not to give a reason why we should do that. Can't we think of a result? Can we think of the result of death? If we go in such a way, we will face death. Okay, so they followed orders and rode, okay, their horses, going, charging to the battle, to the field of the battle. Now, let's go to the poem. Let's read the poem. Let's analyze the poem. As I told you before, I will tell you, try to explain the poem as a sort of what? Detailed summary. And you can depend on this explanation to write it your own way and to be part of your presentation, if you wish, okay? We should, okay, not to copy from any other source, but here it is a new explanation. It is not available in any source, like the libraries or internet. What is the title, Shabab? The Charge of the Light Brigade. Let's understand the title, because if you need to explain the poem, you have to understand the title and also to connect, to make a link between the title and the poem. What is there? Okay. As you know, in writing a paragraph, title, topic, sentence, the detailed sentences, the conclusion, all of them, they have to be in a continuous circle from the beginning until the end. Are you with me? Charge. What is charge? Yes. Charge is attack. Attacking. Okay. Pouring. When you charge, you pour soldiers into the field or any of the light brigade. As I told you, brigade, okay, is a group, gang, team, group, segment, team, okay, gang, but gang has a negative meaning sometimes, okay, usba or usaba, but now here we have what we call firga, okay, and it has a meaning, light. The light has two great meanings, okay, two great meanings. What are they? The first one is this light, okay, yes, that they have what we call power of light to do something, and also they are what? They are not heavy. Light is the opposite of being heavy. You know the meaning of heavy? Sure. What is it? Heavy. Huh? So light is, yes, that's it. Okay. Now, let's, in our reading, Shabab, focus on what? On those ideas to help us understanding the poem. So now we are analyzing. We need to know the meaning. And what kind of meaning? Mostly in this poem, the meaning is direct, clear. Yes, there are some hidden meanings or ideas, but the majority is clear, direct. Okay, surface and deep. So in the summary, we have starting reading the summary, first paragraph and the second one. Then the form. The form means the music, as I told you. The music. What is it? The verse. The poetry itself. Okay, which contains rhyme, rhythm, thought, metaphor, images, symbols, motifs. All these elements, we need to discover them from these lines. The beginning, the end. As we said always about the metrical verse, metrical line. It is not like any sentence in prose. In verse, grammar, okay, is put aside, put in the corner. You can play with words as you like through the meter, rhyme, rhythm, okay, all those connected with what? With versification, Let's say how many stanzas? 2 big stanzas. Every stanza is of several lines. To start with what? With the first one. Half a league, and it is like, look to the musical sound we get from that. Half a league, onward, all in the valley of death, rode the 600. This is the first sentence. And if we stop here, understanding this first sentence, okay, so our team, our group, our brigade, our segment of this army forces, okay, consists of what? Of, okay, 600 at the end of the sentence. 600. And repeating half a league, emphasizing that the number of people and the distance also, the place they go from to is what? Half a league. It is noon. The distance, the place, the area of the battle from there starting until the enemy, okay, the distance is half a league, as we said. So a league is almost 1.5 mile. 1.5 mile. So half a league onward. So this league, okay, starting, moving, okay, attacking, onward. We have onward, okay, and backward. You understand? So going in front. Why? Facing now. Facing the enemy. Who is the enemy? We will discover later in the coming lines. All in the valley of death. The battle took place or occurred in a valley. This valley is known historically, but now it has the name Valley of Death. Why? As we said before, for the huge number of dead people, of death, okay, happened or occurred in this battle. Okay, so for the one who read it, if you already read this before, you will realize that when they attacked, okay, they attacked all, the 600, but when they returned, when they come back, okay, not all of them came back. It means that many have been lost. You understand? So this is easy expression of the first sentence, some lines, first sentence. Forward, the light brigade. It is a sentence. Here what we call, here is the command. Here is the command. Why? Because the sentence is ending with what? With exclamation mark. Nida. Go forward. إلى الأمان. Forward. The light brigade. You. The light brigade. Who? You have the name of light brigade. This brigade which is light. Light, swift. Okay. Why? Swift. Because of what? Because of not heavy. With these horses, the horses they can run like arrows, like wind. Okay, especially in battle with sounds. Hey, hooray! Okay, attack. So this is a sentence, a separate sentence. Forward, and we have, for those who will explain, we have the command from the commander. Go. It means fire. Okay. Forward, the light brigade. Charge for the guns. Charge for the guns. Use your guns and charge. okay, and fire, start shooting. Okay, he said. So he said at the end, who is he? Commander. Yes, the chief person in the army forces for this group. Okay, the brigade. He said, go into the valley of death. Into the valley of death. After he said, rode the 600 into the valley of death, rode the 600. They are on their horses ready, okay, waiting for just the order to shoot, to fire, to move, to run, using their horses and to run to the enemy, facing the enemy, okay. And now, what we discover, for the one who explained, what we discover from these lines, by charging, we discover the courage, braveness, encouragement of those people, okay. That they have the initiative idea, the initiative, okay, what you call, initiative point of view to start their own view and attack the enemy. So, charge for the guns, you use your guns and start, he said. The commander told his soldiers. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Those 600 soldiers, okay, on their horses, they started to move quickly, swiftly into the valley, into the place, okay, of the battle, which has a name. And this name, okay, yes, is not appreciated, is not accepted, a valley of death. Okay, nobody prefers such a name, but sometimes, yes, it is natural to face your destiny in such a place if it is your destiny or fate. Look to the next one. Forward the light brigade. Again, go, start, shoot, attack. Okay, my brigade, my strong, swift, again, brigade. Was there a man dismayed? Again, a question by our poet to tell. Now he has what we call a deep idea to tell. If we imagine, for this point especially, if we imagine that 600 facing, okay, 2,000 soldiers, and those 2,000 soldiers, okay, they don't have horses only, they don't have guns only, but they have cannons. Yes, what is cannons? Stronger, yes, stronger apparatus, okay, of shooting, cannon or cannons. So, is it rational, معقول, عقلانية? Is it rational that those people with guns only to attack huger number of, okay, enemies with cannons, but not, look here, was there a man dismayed? Not though the soldier knew someone had blundered. So what is the meaning of blundered? Blundered, as we had, I think, said in Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock for T.S. Eliot, blundered means when someone moves, okay, without consciousness. When a person moves, doesn't know where or his moving is, okay, not stable. Blunder. And also, even for watching, blunder means the sight is not clear. Okay, you go driving your car on the street, on the road, but on 300 meters in front of you, it is not clear. No, you cannot watch it perfectly. Blunder, it is what we call not transparent, not clear. Now, here, someone had blundered, someone has not clear way to move in. So, was there a man dismayed? Is there a person to refuse? Not though the soldier knew. When they go, when they attack, when they move, okay, when they shoot, they even don't know, okay, how to say no. Again, What is that? Obeying, as we said at the beginning. Obeying, obeying, obeying. There is not to make reply. When the commander asked his soldier, go, start, attack, fire, okay. There is not to make reply. No one of the 600 soldiers, okay, should say a word, should reply, why? It is strong, we will die, okay, okay. Wait, think, nothing of that. Just obeying with great courage and attacking. You understand the idea? Is the picture clear in your mind? You have to imagine the idea with what? With pictures. There is not to reason why. Reason. What is the meaning of reason, Shabab? It is now, not noun here. It is a verb. It is a verb. The one who say aql or sabab or... No, it is a verb. There is not to reason why. Yes, asking a reason. There is no one to give a pretext or to ask a reason, to think, why is that? Okay. Imagining the defeat, imagining the death. People say, okay, we have to wait. We have to think of an idea to make us win. But if we go in such a way, we will face death. Death is the result, is the end. But no one asked such questions. If you switch the AC. Okay. There is not to reason, and again, when you explain to reason, to explain it as a verb. To reason why. There is but. Look, only the final result, guaranteed, confirmed, is what? To do and die. To go, and the result can be death and die. Okay. From this attack, do 600 thinking of what? Of the result. We have nothing to do except to go, to do, to obey, to achieve the task, and to die. Maybe we will die. Okay? There is but to do and die. And this is what we call the commitment. Commitment of the soldiers. Iltizam, okay, of the soldiers. There is but to do and die into the valley of death. Again, look to the refrain. There are some lines, they are repeated mostly to emphasize the idea, to confirm the beautiful picture that our Lord Alfred Tennyson wanted to tell us about, okay, that place and the name of the place and the courage of the people that they are going to this place, to this valley, which is called later on by death, and they are not afraid of death. Okay, into the valley of death. Rod the 600. You know, okay, repeating as a refrain. What is refrain? Lazima. Okay, the line of lines or lines comes repeatedly at the end of the stanza or stanzas. To finish the first big stanza with very beautiful, okay, rhythmical, musical sounds. Not only sounds, meaningful words, meaningful sounds. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them, valley, volleyed, and thunder. So the repetition of the cannon and them, two of all these words are repeated for the purpose of the musical verse line. As a music, you can imagine cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them. You can sing it, okay? It is sung. And again, as a meaning, what we get of meaning here? Those 600 soldiers, who when they attacked with what? With what? With guns. Facing what? What do they face? As we said, yes, cannon. So, from the right, cannons. From the left, cannon. From the front, what about behind? Behind is nothing, because it is the place where they come from. You understand? So, they are sieged from 3 different directions by the enemy forces. And the enemy forces, okay, is larger in number and in what? In artillery. So, volleyed and thundered. What is volleyed? Volleyed is the sound of shooting. The sound of shooting. Okay. When the artillery, when the cannon shoot its cartridge, what is the sound we expect? Is it a very beautiful sound? So, frightening, terrible, okay, sound. It is like what? A thunder. What is thunder? Not bark. Yes, ra'd. So, bark is lightning, okay, and thunder is the sound, okay, after the lightning. You understand? So, yes, this volley is like a thunder. Volleyed and thundered. And this is the end of the first stanza. To go to the next one and to see the result, this is the reason of that attack will be shown here. Stormed with shot and shell. Now starting the battle. Starting the battle by, okay, exchanging the shooting. And the result in the middle, what is it? Storm. The event, the occasion, the situation is like a storm. I'm sure you know the meaning of storm. Yes, like this one, storm. Okay, hurricane, asifa. Stormed at with shot and shell. Everyone is shooting with what? With the shell even. Shell is the cartridge. Okay. Boldly, strongly, bravely, courageous, the rod and well. Yes, well here is a verb. Well is a verb. It is not an adjective. The rod and well. Into the jaws of death. Now, look to the very beautiful ideas and deep meaning. Look to the images we discover from such lines, from such expressions. Okay. The poet showing us very beautiful images, personification, metaphor and personification. You should not forget that. Boldly, the rod and well, into the jaws of death. First, using death with capital D. It means that it is a proper noun. It is, for example, a creature. Death is an abstract idea. But here, it seems to be what? A beast has jaws. What is jaw? Has a mouth. This mouth is open with very sharp and strong teeth, like the mouth of what? The mouth of the alligator. You know the meaning of alligator? What is it? Good. Or the lion, or whatever. So into the jaws, الفك أو الحنك of death. So does death, okay, have a jaw or jaws? Naturally no. Normally no. But here again it's a picture, an image, imaginative idea created by the poet to tell us a very beautiful picture about the situation itself, that they are going, not facing ordinary people like them. They are facing what? Beasts, okay, monsters, and these monsters are ready for them, opening their jaws. And it is not only a mouth, because the mouth is small, is harmless, but the jaws, yes, the jaws are harmful. Into the mouth of hell, again, the same beautiful picture. The same beautiful picture. Okay, they are shooting, they are moving quickly, they are fighting, and going to what? To hell. Okay, you know that they are going to hell, and it is what? Not inside to the mouth. They are facing, they are challenging hell by the mouth. And the mouth is in the head, and the head is at the beginning. Okay? So the battle in its beginning, it is a symbol here, okay, to express that they are going to hell. And starting from the beginning, from the start of this hell, what is it? The face. What we find the face? The mouth. That the mouth is ready for them. Who will defeat? Who will win? Who will be defeated? Okay, who will be lost? Now, in their mind, they have the picture that they are going to meet their doom. But even with that, they are still strong enough, courageous, brave, not to go back with fear. Okay? Into the mouth of hell, rode the 600. Again, the same refrain to support the idea that nobody retired, retreat, nobody went back or flew away or hesitated, being afraid and not to go. No, all of them, okay, with a strong motivation. What is it? Obeying what you call the duty. Wrote the 600. The next sentence of this second stanza, in their fighting, in their battle, and the situation is storm, like a storm, they what? Flashed, they take, okay, out their spears, their swords from their sabers, from their places. All their sabers bear. Sabers mean, swords. Okay, using the guns, and after that, what we call the cartridges are finished. They have nothing. They have only the swords or the knives in front of the guns, and the swords, their swords, to fight as they can. Flashed as they turn in air. When the sword is hidden in its place, can you realize it's flashing? Okay, no. When the flash is clear, when it is what? It is out, it is open, in the air. Okay, with the what? With the lighting of the sun, and yes, it's made of strong metal. The light will flash. Sabring. Sabers, swords, sabring. Sabring means using these swords and fighting with them. Sabring the gunners there. Using the knives of their guns and also the swords. Sabring, using their swords in the fight. Charging an army. Now we have the beginning of the start of knowing the enemies. Until now, nothing is mentioned about the enemy. From here, we start to know who is the facing enemy, charging an army. So an army at the beginning, so it is what we call common noun word. They are facing an enemy. What we know about the enemy will come later. While the world wondered, The world is wondering, okay, asking, questioning what is happening. Is this true or false? Is it accepted to have it like this? Okay. Charging an army while all the world wondered, plunged in the buttery smoke. Plunged in the buttery smoke. So plunged means mixed into the smoke of the buttery. What is buttery? You know, huh? No. Battery, battariya. Battery. What is battery? Battery of the cannons. You know? بطارية بطاريات المدافع. Okay. Huh? When you, shoot the shell, after shooting, what is the result? Around the cannon itself, around the artillery itself, what is it? Huge smoke. Huge amount of smoke. You understand? Right through the line, they broke. Those 600 soldiers, okay, they broke into the first line. They attacked the enemies in their lines, not waiting until they meet, okay, or the enemies come to them. No, through right directly through the line, they broke, they attacked the enemies. Broke. But again, who are they? Who is the enemy? Cossack and Russian. Cossack, al-Gugaziyun, and Russian. So we understand that the enemies are Russia. Okay? And formerly the Soviet Union. Formerly the Soviet Union. If you say the time is 1809 until 1892. This is the life of Lord Alfred Tennyson. So it was the 19th century. The 19th century. 19th century means that there was a battle, or not a battle, there's a conflict, even the, okay, what we call hidden fighting. The Cold War, if you hear about the Cold War between the United States and Russia and the Soviet Union, okay, and Britain is an ally to the United States, okay, so fighting one enemy, USA with Britain, they are allied, hulafa, okay, against whom? Against the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union means Russia and many, what we call Eastern independent countries now. دول الاتحاد السوفيتي السابقة اللي انقسمت الآن إلى like Georgia and many other countries, and majority of them they are what? They are Muslim Islamic countries. So Cossack and Russian reeled from the spear stroke. Reeled. What is reel? Reel. Revolved. Reel means revolved from the spear stroke. They are afraid. They were hit by what? By the stroke of spears, by the stroke of the swords of the 600 soldiers. But beside that, it is not only that, they are not standing passive. Those Cossack and Russian, they are not standing passive waiting, shattered and sundered. Shattered and sundered. Shattered and sundered means they are what? Shattered, displaced in every place. Okay. The same with that. So, broken, devastated, okay, muba'athar, okay, and again, sunder the same. مشطر إلى أشطار. Okay. Then they rode back. Who are they? The 600 soldiers. After they achieved their target, after they arrived to the first lines and killing soldiers of the Cossack and Russian, okay, they went back on their horses. Then they rode back. Okay, those who remain, of course. But what? Not the 600. Okay. Then they rode back, not the 600. When they rode back, going back to their frontier, to their line, okay, are they all the 600? No, not the 600. Why? Because many of them, surely they died, okay, in this battle. Look now, we had this, what we call very musical 3 lions with a different, what we remember from before, cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them, but now, cannon behind them. How is that, Shabab? If you imagine the idea that now, when those group or brigade coming back, the enemies are behind. So they are going back, and the cannons shelling over them, shooting over them. You understand the idea? Do you imagine? Masalim? Good. Volley and thunder, again with the same shelling, sending cartridge shells, those creating sound, huge, disturbing, frightening sounds, volleyed and thunder. Again, the idea is clear with the first one, stormed at with shot and shell. The situation itself is like a storm. Okay, storm mixed with what? With the sounds of shooting, okay, and also shooting of guns and shell of what? Of the cannons. The sound of the shells of the cannon. While horses and hero fell, and they're coming back. Some of them, many of them, soldiers and horses. They what? They fell because of what? Because of the shooting and shelling of the enemy side, enemy forces. They that had fought so well, they, what is they? It refers to what? They refer to the light brigade, the 600 soldiers. Okay, so they that had fought, present, past perfect, had fought so well. Now, after coming back, describing their state, even with a defeat, but what they achieved, is a victory. Is a victory, as we say. Okay, that they have fought so well, came through the jaws of death. Again, look to the very beautiful picture about the portraying the situation. At the beginning, the idea is the same, mentioning the jaws of death. But this jaw of death is going, attacking, okay, fighting. Okay. Now, the result is what? Coming back. Okay. Came from the, miraculously, came from the jaws of death. Nobody can flee away from the catching of the death if it is in the jaw. If you imagine alligator, as he said, or a lion, the lion is what? By his jaw, by its jaws, catching the prey. Will the prey be able to flee away? No. Okay. forget. You understand? So, came through the jaws of death. Back again, the bravely, marvelously, okay, amazingly, back from the mouth of hell. They could, okay, deliver themselves. They could, okay, save and secure themselves from what? From death and from hell. Coming back alive, okay, alive, fleeing away from death and from hell. All that was left of them, what remains? All that was left of them, what remains? The rest of those who coming back, left of 600. They went, they attacked, they started 600, but the coming back, not the 600. What remains? What left of them? Okay. When can their glory fade? Those coming back with this courageous, beautiful deed, when it is a glory, when it will fade, when it will end, okay, when it will be forgotten, it will not be forgotten, okay. It will be estimated always and always as a victory. Victory with what? With glory. You know the meaning of glory? What is it? Magnificence, splendor, beauty, grandeur. Okay. Glory fade. Okay. Oh, the wild charge. The charge of the 600 of this light brigade. Okay, it is what? It is like a wild charging. Strong and a wild. If you remember, okay, a lion, a tiger attacking his prey. Okay, so on the wild charge, they made. All the world wondered. Again, okay, they are heroes coming back in such a way after what they did. Okay, they are what? They are heroes. Who is saying that? All the world wondered. Wonder means praising their achievement. Honor. Look to the clever of this person, selecting the words to what? To change defeat into success, into winning. Honor the charge they made. The attack they made is what? Is honorable. Okay. Honor the light brigade. This light brigade is honorable, amazing, noble 600. They have the degree of noble. They have to be what we call, they have to be celebrated as noble heroes. Okay. And now, to finalize these lines, telling that the situation itself is a defeat. That 600 soldiers went into the battle, okay, by guns, sabers, horses only, facing, okay, huger number against them, and not only that, but again armed with what? With very stronger artillery and army forces. They attacked 600, but when they came back, when they returned, few of them, not all of the 600 returned. Okay, by the measurement of loss and winning, defeat, okay, and victory, it is losing. But now let's imagine the opposite. The cleverness, the ingenious idea of what? Of our poet, Lord Albert Tennyson, when he changed the situation, making the situation for those 600, the left, the dead, or those who came back as glorious, honorable, heroes. And he changed the situation from defeat into victory. You understand? And this situation, it is a historical. If you go and searching for that, yes, it happened. This battle happened with a different, real historical events. But our poet tried, and he has the right to do that in poetry, using images, imaginative pictures, mind, imagination, symbols, to what? To create a very beautiful story. This story is acted, performed, done by a brigade, by a group of people. Those people, they are soldiers, a brigade. What is the qualities of this brigade? Yes, it is light. Light, we get the meaning that this light is swift. Swift, why? Because the meaning is clear, it is not heavy, and also it has flashing, lightning. Through what? Through charging, through attacking. It is not just light brigade, passive, waiting for its dawn. No, it has the initiative step, and say again, the initiative step to start, to charge, and to go to the enemy, and look to the picture of the enemy. What is it? Is it very beautiful, decorative, welcoming? No. Enemy. What we expect of the enemy? Death and hell. Death and hell. Again, what you have of that? It is not just a death. This death is symbolized as a creature. We cannot say man. A creature, a beast with what? With very strong, frightening jaws. And even the hell, if you imagine the hell as a creature, it has a mouth, and this mouth destroys any element come closer to it, come nearer to it. So this is simply what ideas we can get of this poem, this very short, beautiful song or poem.